President Biden says he is considering a visit to Hawaii. Watch this. Okay, the president's looking at it. Jason Chaffetz with us this morning. Frankly, Jason, I was expecting a more forceful response from the president. What say you?
That was an embarrassing answer. I thought the president should have been on the southern border. I thought he should have been in East Palestine. And I think he should be in western Maui. And look, it's the most deadly wildfire we have ever had. And these people are devastated. Regardless of the politics of it, there is but one president. And the president of the United States should make his presence known there. And it would be very helpful to the people. And I think it's very appropriate that the president goes, no matter who it is. But in this case, Joe Biden, go there. Go to Maui.
The president looks out of touch when he's sitting on the beach this weekend. And one Democrat, another congressman, Dean Phillips, he's a Democrat, he's again calling for the president to drop out of the 2024 race. Watch this.
Would like to see Joe Biden, a wonderful and remarkable man, pass the torch. I believe what's in the best interest of the country. And by the way, this is not how everybody thinks, but I do believe a majority wants to move on. People want to turn the page. I think that's fair to say. As a Democrat, I adore Joe Biden. He saved this country. He can cement his legacy. My real call to action right now is not about me. The call to action is to ask the president to pass the torch.
Jason, my opinion, and I've shared this with you and our viewers before, the Democrats, in my opinion, will push him aside before the election. I think you agree with me.
I do. I've said on your show many times, I think he will not be the Democratic nominee before the end of this calendar year. I think he is on the way out. I appreciate what the congressman was saying because I do think the majority of people want to move on. And Democrats, they're just burning daylight at this point, not giving time for the next person to buoy up. The best evidence that I have that Joe Biden is not actually running at this point, the number of campaign staff that he has on Biden for 2024, 7. That's not a serious campaign.
You can't run a presidential campaign with just 7 staffers on board, and you can't really run it from the beach or the basement. He's in danger of looking completely out of touch, almost irrelevant to the news of the day. Last word to you.
Yeah, I agree. That the time on the beach is, I mean, it's spent more than a year away from the White House. That's not, for the most difficult job in the world, you can't be just hanging out on the beach day after day, especially when places like Maui are happening.
All right, Jason, we've dealt with this before, and I'm sure we'll deal with it again. Jason Chaffetz, thanks for joining us. See you again real soon.